as entertaining a game and that could be for fans, is it nerve-wracking for a coach, or?
Well, it was pretty crazy game. A lot of ways with the quality of chances and the quantity of goals were and the way it ended was a different level of unpredictability. We'll come back twice in the last minute and change to tie it. You're fortunate, but you don't want to give up a 6-1. And obviously overtime we've been fortunate in the last two games that anything can happen. And so it was three hard games. I mean, the pace of the game we're seeing this year is elevated around the league. At least the games I'm watching and the ones we've been involved in. And I think we've had more pace to our game as well. Now we got to keep it out of the net better.
After 3 games, Joel, you learn anything you didn't know about your team?
Well, I like how we're competing. I think there's pace to our game when we play with that quickness and tempo. We seem to, we can be dangerous off the attack. We ended up getting the pucks first, and we have the more possession than we saw last year. Now it's be it off the rush, what we're giving up, or in our zone, we can be tighter and stingier, and we can be better in special teams too.
Is Taves' resurgence real or perceived?
Well, I think that however you want to call it, I think his play over 3 games has been pretty amazing as far as his pace, possession time. That line's been effective as well. But his quickness is noticeable, has the puck more. He's around the net. Almost every one of his goals outside of that breakaway, I think, were him being around the net, and we saw that in preseason as well.
Is it possible for him to maintain this pace?
Well, I think everybody's going to have stretches over the course of a season where you're going to be things are going to go well for you, and pucks are going to go in, and then obviously there's going to be some other stretches where we'll deal with it. But it's top players find a way to play big in big moments, and Johnny's probably the best example of that. But nice to see his production up there and that pace because he leads the charge as far how we play as a team, and you really notice him over the start of the season.
Joel, the 3 games, the defense and goaltending, a disturbing note for you?
I'm not complaining about the goaltending. I think the quality, the quantity of chances in the games have been higher than maybe past years. Although last year, I'm not going to say it's worse, but it's I just think that I think defending as a group of 5, an awareness of that factor. Quickness to people when they have pucks in our own zone. We can kill plays faster or eliminate possession, something we've been trying to improve upon and be continually looking to get better at. And it's an everyday process with us, D-zone coverage, where we can get more predictable and more consistent. But it's early, and you're seeing a lot more scoring in the league this year, and I don't know the real reason, but the game's fast and things are happening quick, and you got to be ready to go.
How do you assess the power play so far?
Not very good tonight. Other than that, it's been fine. I thought the momentum in the game tonight we lost a little bit with the way it went.
Well, I'm sure that it's disappointing to give up goals so quickly after scoring them, those 2 in overtime and in third period. But do you feel like this is more like the Maple Leafs, good up-and-coming team just taking it than you guys giving it up, you know what I'm saying?
Well, they got some great players. I mean, you saw, Matthews is just, you could argue where he fits in the pecking order of the best player in the game. And they got Tavares who makes a spectacular shot in his goal late. And then, but they've got some, Marner's got speed. They got some great players up there, and they're dangerous. They're active and they're mobile, and everybody seems to put pucks for races now, and in that speed game, you get to bounce or you get some unpredictability. Skill in those situations can take advantage of it.
3 more assists for Henry tonight. Have you maybe seen enough of what he could be in the NHL, or is it still, do you want to caution his progression?
No, I just think at his age and his stage of his career and his development is going to be continually to improve. There's probably a few situations every period that are going to be new and he can learn from. But you got to love his poise and patience as the game progresses. He seems to get better as the game goes along as well. But really, real good start to the year for him.
Do you
So
think,
your thoughts on the ceremony for Stan, and Kaner thought it might have even given you guys a little emotional lift in the start?
Yeah, it was beautiful. I thought they did a tremendous job. Special moment for the family and for everybody watching it, Blackhawk fans and players, coaches appreciated it as well. And we did have an amazing start to the game. It was just, we had the puck and we made plays and, we had everything going our way. But the way we started that game was we hadn't seen anything like that in our team game over the last year. And we had stretches over the first two games, but that was an excellent beginning, and we'll give him some credit for reflection on Stan.
do you think fatigue is impacting Cam at this point? Do you think fatigue is impacting Cam at this point?
Camper?
Cam Ward.
Huh?
The goalie, Cam Ward.
Oh, Cam Ward. You know what? We haven't gone many times where we played back-to-back games on 3 and 4 nights, and it was something we visited with that, the way the goaltending situation is. He had the net, and we wanted to keep him rolling, and so we got the opportunity. But he saw a lot of pucks and a lot of quality chances in that situation there. It wasn't, the easiest, decision was kind of one of those, okay, it'd be tough to take it away from him. He's got the net, let's keep him rolling. And but that's at the end of the night, he battles in the games, all 3 games. Give him credit.
Where do you rank Jokiharju amongst some of the veteran defensemen? Henry Jokiharju?
How would I compare him to our veteran defenseman?
Yeah, where do you rank him?
I think that's your job to rank them. I think we have an appreciation. We maybe rank them how they get ice time in the course of a game, but I think their play is, every game, everybody has if you measure a game, everybody's performance is varied based on a nice play or a tough play. But for a young kid to have that poise, we really think that he can continue to get better and really be one of those defensemen that you can count on to play big minutes and to be one of those guys that can be a cornerstone on your back end.